How you guys doing? Man, it's a lovely Saturday. Well, it was a lovely Saturday, but I don't know what happened to the sun. But I wanted to talk to you guys. The topic of conversation today is cash versus credit. All right. So in 2019, I ran into a lot of scenarios with home buyers that did not have enough credit. It wasn't that they didn't have bad credit. It wasn't that they had bad credit. It's just they did not have enough credit, right? So their credit score reflected that. And so the question I have for you guys, as you guys, go through your weekend and you start to go out here and get prepared for the next week. I know kids going back to school. You're trying to recover from the holidays. The question I have is, what's in your wallet, right? Is it cash? It's debit cards? Or is it credit cards? So before you go and start making purchases, I want you to think about this, right? The activities that you do on a daily, right? If everybody is judging us by our credit score, and and technically everything that goes on our credit report is connected to debt, right? Consumer debt. And I don't think it has to be that way. I think if we took control over our activities as what's being reported to our credit, meaning, let's say, for instance, if we had the opportunity to use our credit score and our credit report, right, to report the good activities like buying groceries for our family, putting gas in our car to go to work on time. And, you look at, let's say, for instance, the strategy would be you take your bank account, you take your bank statements, you look at what you're doing every single month regardless, right? And what I mean by every single month, I mean these are things that you wouldn't be able to go without. Those expenses are consistent. You look at those expenses and you take those expenses, you put them on a credit card, and you put that credit card on auto pay. Some people would say, well, I don't want to pay the whole bill. Well, my question to you is, if you're paying cash or you're paying debit, paying those bills or those transactions with cash or a debit card, it's connected directly to your bank account, right? So you're paying the full bill anyways. The problem is you're not benefiting from those transactions when you're operating in a cash world. So now the credit bureaus don't know that you're providing for your family, you're putting food on the table, you're making the work on time, all the bills that are due every month, you're paying them on time. This is a way for us to do self-reporting, right? And this is a way for us to build our credit by doing things that we're already doing consistently that shows our character as good people. So let's say if we was operating in just the cash world. We go out here this weekend, we go and we get supplies for our family, we get supplies for our kids, right? They're going back to school. And let's say that you had fraudulent activity. Somebody stole your credit card information or stole your debit card information, and they went to town. They went spent it up, right? You go and look at your bank statement on Monday, because you won't even know until Monday. So you go and look at your bank statement on Monday, and you see that there are fraudulent activities all over your account, and your bank account is now in negative, or there's a substantial amount of money that's missing from transactions that you did not make. So now you gotta notify the bank, right? They're gonna freeze your account. Technically, they're gonna open up your another account, but that money, they're not gonna replace that money until they do a full investigation, meaning your money is all tied up. Like, you can't even go and operate your normal life now because your actual cash and finances with your bank account is tied up until this whole investigation has been proved, and you have to be the source of the one proving it. So you gotta go and file a police report. You gotta do all this unnecessary stuff, right? To get your money back off transactions that you did not make, okay? And then on top of that, you don't even get any credit for it, right? You're just using your own money. And if you're operating out of a business bank account and you're using a debit card, now your bank account has fell below their minimum. And so now they're hitting you with a bank fee for the month because your account went below the minimum. So let's reverse this transaction. And let's say we used our credit cards, right? If there's fraudulent activity on my credit card, I make one phone call to Amex, boom, the credit card is cut off, and they overnight me a new credit card in the morning, and I'm back to my normal activities. There's nothing attached to those transactions that attach me. American Express and the credit card company do their own investigation, and I also get an email telling me not to worry about making any payment until their investigation has come to a conclusion, right? So what that does for me is I still get credit for the credit usage, meaning I still get points, cash back. So I got discounts on all those transactions where maybe the store wasn't offering any discounts or any sales, right? And I also get credit with the credit bureaus because they know that I paid my credit card on time. I'm using their credit card. But one thing's for certain, that I'm not using above 30% usage on the credit card. And these expenses, I'm already using them. If I wasn't using them on my credit card, I'd be using them from my bank account. They're consistent every single month. These are things that I need for my everyday uses of my life. So what I want you guys to take from this is that are the activities you're doing every single day, do you benefit from those activities beyond that specific transaction? You know, if we are living our lives and, you know, we're paying our bills consistently, why is it that when we go to purchase a house, we make an investment for ourselves, we don't have enough credit when you've been doing enough activities throughout the year that should represent a good person and should be building your credit? So I want you guys to think about this because it's beginning of 2020. And if this was you in 2019, I'm just here to tell you that it doesn't have to be. We have to change the way we operate. Our operation, how we operate in our life needs to reflect where we're going. If we're going to build our credit in 2020, we have to learn to use it responsibly. And we have to learn the real benefits of operating on a credit-based system because the world judges us by our credit score. So shouldn't we become a master of credit? Think about it, man. I'm not going to hold you up too long because I got to start taking down these Christmas decorations. But the question I have for you is, what's in your wallet?
Sunday morning, soft light, coffee going